In the previous video, we already done doing subnetting calculation with different case. Next, in this video, we are going to learn about the concept of block subnet. In the previous video, I said that block subnet is just like a room. This is the result of our calculation before. Here we have block subnet 1, 2, 3, and so on. We can imagine that each block subnet is used in its rooms. Let's say we have a building, and in the building we have room 1, 2, and 3. So we can use this first block subnet for room number 1, second block subnet for room number 2, and third block subnet for room number 3. Let's say in the room number 1 there are 15 PC. Room number 2 also has 15 PC, and room number 3 also has 15 PC. 15 PC in room number 1 can use IP range from first block subnet. 15 PC in the room number 2 can use IP range from second block subnet. And finally, 15 PC in the room number 3 can use IP range from the third block subnet. One thing that you need to remember is that by default, each block subnet cannot communicate each others. So let's say here we have PC1 and PC2. The IP address of PC1 is 10.10.10.10, and the IP address of PC2 is 10.10.10.20/27. In this case, PC1 and PC2 can communicate each others. Why? Because these two PC is in the same block subnet, which is first block subnet. Here we can see that 10 is in the first block subnet, and 20 also in the first block subnet. Okay, so PC1 can communicate with PC2 because they are in the same block subnet. But how if the IP address of PC1 is 10.10.10.15/27 and the IP address of PC2 is 10.10.10.50/27? In this case, these two PC cannot communicate each others. Why? Because PC1 is in the first block subnet, but PC2 in the second block subnet. Okay, let's try in the Cisco packet tracer. Here, we will configure the IP address as our calculation before. We will use the first case first. The IP address of PC1 is 10.10.10.10/27, and the IP address of PC2 is 10.10.10.20/27. Okay, let's configure the IP address of PC1. Go to desktop, IP configuration. The IP address is 10.10.10.10, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.224. Remember that the subnet mask is the result of our calculation before for prefix /27. Okay, next. Let's configure the IP address of PC2. The IP address is 10.10.10.20, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.224. Okay, close this and open the command prompt. Here, let's try to ping to the PC1, which is 10.10.10.10. Here we can see that the ping from PC2 to PC1 is successful. Next, let's try the second case. So, the IP address of PC1 will be 10.10.10.15/27, and the IP address of PC2 will be 10.10.10.50/27. Okay, go to PC1. Here, let's change the IP address to 15. Next, go to PC2 and change this to 50. Now, let's ping to PC1, which is 10.10.10.15. Okay, here we can see that the result is request timeout. This means that PC2 and PC1 cannot communicate each others. Okay, I hope you now understand the concept of block subnet. Remember that by default, each block subnet cannot communicate each others. But some of you might have a question. How if we want to each block subnet can communicate each others? For that case, we will need additional device, which is router. We will learn about router in the next video. Okay, I think enough for this video. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.